Hey, Shalom Akim. This is Yahawah. I want to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Shem Yahweh, double honors to the elders of Great Millstone. Much love and respect to you brothers out there doing the work in sincerity and truth. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Wahabrakah Kwadash Barakatam Akim. Alright, it's got this video posted up here. Basically, I'm just going to do, it's like kind of going back into history. From when I first started going out to the highways and the byways. It was probably about 2 years in on the highways and the byways. Me and the other brother that used to be with me, Yahawah. And there was a lot of stuff going on over there in our city, man, over there in here in San Angelo, Texas. And this was one of the things that was going on. As you see here, this video was published on August 2nd, 2011. So like I said, it was 2 years in when we're out there on the highways and the byways pushing his word. You know, getting on San Angelo's ass. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, but whoever else that was there and went and spoke whatever they spoke behind closed doors, behind their walls, to other people in their cities, their states, whatever. But this was one of many things that was going on around this time that was sure signs that Yahawah Shem Yahweh was showing these people to repent. All right. And like I said, published on August 2nd, 2011 by this man named his YouTube channel L.A. Smith from Kingdom Knowledge. All right, you can watch the video if you like. Let me check something out real quick. Okay. All right. But he goes into this particular lake here in San Angelo called O.C. Fisher. It's a state park. We have 3 lakes there in San Angelo, Twin Buttes, Lake Nasworthy, and O.C. Fisher. Twin Buttes and O.C. Fisher are like 95% depleted of water, man. All right. From the time that me and the brother were going out to the highways and the byways, these lakes have gotten they're at a point of they no longer exist, man. It's nothing but wilderness. It's nothing but trees growing out where the water used to be at, man. But what I'm trying to prove is on this, not prove anything, but just doing, you know, like a recap on showing brothers on what's going on. And I've commented on this video years ago. I'm under my different YouTube channel, but I'm just gonna go right here where it says right here, the article said that a drought has left the O.C. Fisher Reservoir in San Angelo State Park in West Texas almost entirely dry. The water that is left is stagnant, full of dead fish and a deep poke red. All right. So when you watch the video, he gets the name incorrect. He calls our city San Diego, but you know it's San Angelo. And this actually happened. And it says the color has some apocalypse believers suggesting that O.C. Fisher is an early sign of the end of the world. But Texas Parks and Wildlife Inland Fisheries officials say that the bloody look is the result of bacteria which thrive in oxygen deprived water. All right. So this actually happened. Right here it says Texas experiencing major drought this summer with 75% of state's area in an exceptional drought, the highest level according to the National Drought Mitigation Center. The state had hoped for some relief from Tropical Storm dawn last week, but the system fizzled and brought only an inch or two of rain to areas near the coast. All right, and I remember this time because people were hurting, man. Like, not only did this happen, but there was fires all around San Angelo. All right, I'm talking about major fires, where to the point where it was raining down ash in our city around this year. Okay, and the brother is my witness, and Yahawah ultimately is our witness. And yeah, they were scared, man. They were running to the stores and buying up all the water. It got to a point where they almost evacuated. We had to evacuate San Angelo. That's how bad it was getting. All right, and fearful these people were getting. Like, me and the brother, we were laughing and rejoicing. We were watching them. You know what I'm saying? We're still going onto the highways and the byways and pushing His word, man. To this very day, still pushing His word and still condemning this place and edifying and marking the brothers that are coming up, you know what I'm saying, that are sealing up the elect, Lord willing, you know what I'm saying. So all this stuff was going on around this time during our ministry here in San Angelo, Texas, when I had the channel named GMS He Has Hired Servants, but I just wanted to share this with y'all, brothers. Some brothers may know about it, but I'm gonna go ahead and click on the full article, all right here, and read a little bit from here. It says, "End times, Texas lake turns blood red." All right, August 1st, 2011. It says, "A Texas lake that turned blood red this summer may not be a sign of the end times, but probably is the end of a popular fishing and recreation spot. A drought has left the OC Fisher Reservoir in San Angelo State Park in West Texas almost entirely dry. The water that is left is stagnant, full of dead fish, and a deep apake, if I'm pronouncing that right, Salakio, if I'm not, red. The color has some apocalypse believers suggesting that the OC fish is an early sign of the end of the world, but the Texas Parks and Wildlife Inland Fisheries suggest, officials say that the bloody look is a result of whatever word that is, bacteria which thrive in oxygen deprived water. All right, it is an early sign of the end of an age of Esau's kingdom and Yahawah coming back, man. But Esau, he has to try to find a reason and an explanation to give to the people for these things, to keep them down from being in such fear. But me and the brother, when we heard about all this stuff, we rejoiced, man. And when I heard it, all that kept coming to my mind was in the book of Revelations, when it talks about the two witnesses, which I know that we know that that breakdown is the northern and southern kingdom. But that's what came to my mind, man, because us brothers, through the spirit and power of Yahawah, we're out there doing this work, man. We're condemning these fucking cities and this world. Yahawah is working miracles and wonders on this place, man. And matter of fact, when all that shit was going on during this time, I was catching wind of people saying, "What are we doing to the city?" So people were looking at me and the other brother like if we were the cause of this, but we weren't. It was Yahawah, and I told one person about it. He was like, "What do you look what y'all causing?" I was like, "It ain't us. It's y'all for rebelling and not repenting, and ultimately it's the Lord that's bringing this hell upon you." And I told one of them, and but that's what came to my mind, that scripture, man, of the two witnesses in Revelations, because those brothers, a lot of people, like some brothers, waiting for spiritual power. We already have spiritual powers, man, but it's up to Yahawah when he's gonna allow those things to work. Just us having this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is power, man. to see the downfall of our enemy, all right, to see them exceed proudly, or to go to a very low state. That's power. We don't have to physically touch them to destroy them. They're being destroyed through the spirit and power of Yahawah. That's power. Okay, so I'm gonna keep reading. It says, "It's just heartbreaking," said Charles Cruz, a fish and wildlife technician with Texas Parks and Wildlife in San Angelo, Texas. Blood Red Reservoir. Texas is experiencing major drought this summer, with 75% of the state's area in an exceptional drought, the highest level according to the National Drought Mitigation Center. The state had hoped for some relief from the tropical storm Don last week, but the system fizzled and brought in only an inch or two of rain in the areas near the coast. The drought has taken its toll on a number of reservoirs in West Texas. Cruz told Live Science O.C. Fisher has never been completely full, Cruz said, but it was stocked with catfish, bass, sunfish, and other popular targets for fishermen. We surveyed the lake, I believe it was last year, and we had a pretty good fish population out there. Cruz said it was pretty sickening going out there watching lake levels just drop and drop and drop, and seeing these nice trophy fish, bass, just floating dead. You see that, man? That was through Yahawah that he caused that to happen, man. And like I said, to this very day, O.C. Fisher and Twin Buttes, 95% of it's gone, man. All right, and there ain't nothing out there. Like I said, nothing but trees. People are using the different. They're using, like, Twin Buttes. Like I said, it's another lake we have out here. The water has depleted so far. Like I said, it's like 95% gone. All right, people are going deep where no man would stand or walk. People are riding their motorcycles out there, their dirt bikes. Well, not their motorcycle, but their dirt bikes. You know, using them as hill, like jumping, like, you know what I'm saying, doing stunts and shit like that out there. That's what they're using that for now, man. You know, this place, America, is gonna be a wasteland, man. You know, that's just an example. We have greater examples, but that's an example to myself and to other brothers that are listening. All right, but you see, hear this man, he's saying it's a sad thing. It's a sickening thing to see these trophied fish just die. Well, if you cared about life, you cared about the earth, then you would obey your power, Yahawah. Then at that, you would know that these things are still gonna come to pass because of the wickedness and the judgment that Yahawah has set forth. All right, and this was just like in the time of Noah, man, or the time of Moses. End time predictions. As of last week, all that remained of the lake was a small pond of a few feet deep, Cruz said. There were thousands of dead fish, he said, but no sign of life. Pictures of blood red pools circulated online and fishing forums and caught the notice of Indiana preacher Paul Begley, who said in a YouTube video that the lake might be evidence of apocalypse as predicted by the biblical book of Revelations. End of the world, ? Top doomsday fears. All right, it says the second angel poured out his bowl on the sea, and it turned into blood like that of a dead person, and every living thing in the sea died. The passage Begley cited reads, the third angel poured out his bowl on the rivers and springs of water, and they became blood. Begley may not have any more luck at predicting the end of the world than did Harold Camping, the radio preacher who set the date for March 21st, 2011. But for as long as the drought persists, the O.C. Fisher Reservoir is a reservoir no longer. You know, so that shit's gone, man. You know, it says, I don't know what's left in there now. We haven't been back, Cruz said, but I would guess it's probably pretty much gone already. You know, so that lake San Angelo is done. All right, and I remember getting a lot of people were asking me questions. You know, why are you preaching here in San Angelo? There ain't shit out there. And I thought that to myself, like, I could be in a bigger city, and where there's more people. But Yahawah had it set up the way he had it set up for a reason. All right. And I remember I didn't really have the answer. I just knew that it was the Lord's will. So I was going to remain there as long as Yahawah had me there. Right. Well, 1 year, I can't tell you the year, but the answer came to me. The pride level has gone up very high there in the city of San Angelo. Very proud. All right. That was the answer. Pride has always been there, just like it's anywhere else. But the level of pride that it's gone up is crazy, man. Now people are dying there. The death rate is high. All right. The crime rate is high. The drug rate is high. All right. The pride level is high. Everything that is wicked and that's not good is high over there, man. It's exceedingly high. It's like we know all across of America is full of violence and crime and drugs and prostitution, the poverty level. All right. It's everywhere. But I'm speaking about where I'm at preaching. Where I go and push forward the spirit of Yahawah. And the result of a city or a town that rejects it, that's the result, man. And guess what? They got more looking forward to. They got more judgment coming, man. You know what I'm saying? So it went from Yahawah telling these people to repent, to get right. Now they're going to meet their destruction because we know what comes before a fall. Pride, man. They're about to fall. You other cities, you states, America in the whole, you're about to fall, man. Babylon the Great is falling. Okay? So, I just wanted to share this with you brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? Here next month is going to be 7 years. That's completion, man. All right? From the time that this happened, all right, it'll be 7 years next month in August. Okay, it'll be 7 years, and this incident, went everywhere. I can't really say, oh, it went and made certain like big time the news channels and things of that nature, but it was out there. You know what I'm saying? People, took notice of it. So you know what? Real quick, let me go ahead and bring out that scripture. Okay. This is in the book of Revelations 11 and 3. It says, "And I will give power unto my 2 witnesses." And what is the power? The word, the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of Yahawah, His word. All right. "And I will give power unto my 2 witnesses, and they shall prophesy 1,260 days, clothed in sackcloth." All right. And that's the northern and southern kingdom, us Israelites that are out there pushing His word, man, prophesying against His evil, wicked kingdom, man. We have power in the name of Yahawah, man. This word is power. All right, pursuant to the book of Hebrews chapter 4. But like I had made mention, this scripture popped in my head, man. Not saying that me and the brother, it was me and him were 2, but we knew it was just like similar, you know what I'm saying? Like, but at the end of the day, I knew who it was, you know what I'm saying? And I know what this Revelations 11 refers to. It's the northern and southern kingdom. Because we go out there, clothed in sackcloth, but in the spirit is a state of mourning. All right, oppression, anger, the grief, sorrow. You see what I'm saying? It's not just having on a garment that's torn and your clothes look like shit. No. All right, These verse 4, these are the 2 olive trees and the 2 candlesticks standing before the Most High of the earth. And if any man will hurt them, fire proceedeth out of their mouth and devoureth their enemies. And if any man will hurt them, he must in this manner be killed. You know, and me and the brother, man, we've the brother that used to, was with me, Yahawah, he's no longer in the camp. Lord willing, through the spirit of power, Yahawah brings him back. But a lot of our enemies that rose up against us, we would hear about them being destroyed, man. If not destroyed, maybe they weren't killed. Maybe they got their ass beat. They got their ass jumped. Their house burnt down. It was different things that me and the brother were always catching wind of certain enemies, certain people that rose up against us, man. It was a beautiful thing, and all praises and glory and honor goes to Yahawah, man. Because still to this very day, we're still seeing the work of Yahawah, man. All right. There was a lot of things that were going on, and still are going on right now. And you brothers out there can attest to it, that you that are experiencing these things. All right, keep doing the work. You're gonna see greater things. You're gonna be able to perform greater things. That's what Yahawah told us, right? All right. So these things are not impossible. These things are possible. These things are happening before our very eyes, man. And it's through the working and spirit of power of Yahawah. He exists, Yahawah, man. All right. It says, verse 6, these have power to shut heaven, that it rain not in the days of their prophecy. You see, during that time it wasn't raining, man. Now to this very day, those lakes are fucking done. Those lakes are done. There's some towns and cities that don't have lakes, no water near them, and it's shitty out there, man. It's nothing but dirt. But these people out here are proud, man. So we know pride is before a fall. Okay. Verse 6, it says, these have power to shut heaven, that it rain not in the days of their prophecy, and have power over waters to turn them to blood, and to smite the earth with all plagues as often as they will. So Yahawah has given us power, saying, as often as you will. You have to believe that and have faith. All right. I mean, when me and the brother were out there preaching, we didn't have a specific thing saying that, well, this is going to happen or whatever. No, we weren't praying or asking for nothing, none of that. They just happened. All right. They just happened. All we were concerned was about doing the work, letting the people know the truth, the message, sounding the trumpet, sounding that alarm. All right. And Yahawah showed and gave us these tokens, these signs, man. Okay. And these signs and these tokens were great signs. Great signs, man. Okay. But you have to have faith and believe that Yahawah is going to make things happen, man. Those are like rewards, man. If you think about it, those are like rewards. People look for money and this, that, and the third. No, man, we're looking for the prophecies for being fulfilled. We're looking to see the prophecies that we read about when we read about the book of Moses and Noah. We're waiting to see things like that to happen to these people out here that vex us, that defile the land, that defile and destroy the animals and the food, the vegetation. So we're waiting to see the downfall of our enemy, Esau, the so-called white man, to be put out so all this shit can go away, man. Waiting for the restoration of Yahshua. But you have to have faith that Yahawah is working through you to make these miracles come to pass, man. All right. No. Verse 7, and when they had finished their testimony, the beast that ascended out of the bottomless pit shall make war against them and shall overcome them and kill them. Okay, but that was it right there on verse 6. But you know, that's the scripture that had popped in my mind years ago when this first came to pass, man. You know, and Yahawah told us that we will be able to do greater things than these, man, than what we were performing in that time, or the apostles were, the disciples. You know what I'm saying? So again, I just wanted to share this, share that little bit of history over here on, you know, over here where I'm from, what we experienced, what I experienced through the miracles and the judgment of Yahawah that he performed here. All right, as I said, there's many other things that, you know, things that have happened. And real quick before I end the video, now, like I said, the city is exceedingly proud, man. Okay, and everybody's just wicked. You know what I'm saying? Now everybody's just out there. Before there was some form of dignity. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't. I don't know if brothers will understand what I'm trying to say, but now it's just everybody don't give a fuck over there. You know, they're naked, running around butt naked, man, and they don't care. You know, but that's because they obeyed not the gospel, man. Right? Real quick. Well, you know what? It's right here. 2 Thessalonians. Let's see. It's 2 Thessalonians 2. And I start at verse 9. It says, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And for this cause Yahawah shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie, that they all might be damned who believed not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. You see? So Yahawah is giving them over to their destruction, man. To their pride, to their lust of the flesh. But there's going to be a reward for that. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be death. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be death to America, death to Esau, death to you 2/3 Negro Latinos and Native American Indians that don't want to obey the gospel. All right? Real quick. This is 2 Thessalonians 1 and 6. Seeing it is a righteous thing with Yahawah to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. So you brothers out there that are being troubled by your city. All right, by the people that live in your city, right? This is going to be a righteous thing that the Most High recompense judgment to them. Verse 7, and to you who are troubled, rest with us, when the Lord Yahawah shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels, and in flaming fire, taking vengeance on them that know not the Most High, and that obey not the gospel of our Lord Yahawah HaMashiach, who shall be punished with everlasting destruction from the presence of the Lord and from the glory of his power, when he shall come to be glorified in the saints and to be admired in all them that believe. Because our testimony among